going on, everybody? So I normally don't post on Sundays, but we're starting a new little series, I guess, and we're going to call it Small Goals, Big Gains. So I'm gonna be posting on Sundays, pretty much just to lay out my strategies going into the week, goals going into the week, everything like that, just to like laser focus myself on the week. We'll probably do this Sunday nights. It's 9:30 right now, so probably Sunday nights. Um, so I took some notes here and thought about what I wanted to share, and yeah, I'm gonna be looking at this after the fact, and probably making a video on that or a short maybe, just something to reflect on my goals I had set. So that will probably be on Saturday. Um, oh, we're also going to do weekly bias too. Weekly bias on Nasdaq and S&P. So that should be good. Anyway, so here's my trading plan for this week. Nothing super big and changing. Nothing. Sorry, geez. Nothing super big that I've changed. Um, you know, I think the biggest thing is our bias, and sticking to our bias. Not sticking to it. Not sticking to it is what we should be doing. If our bias changes, we should be focusing on if our bias changes or not, and trusting our bias. Because I feel like a lot of what I miss is I just get the bias wrong, and I'm not sure. And maybe my bias is right, but I'm not confident about it, and it causes me to hesitate when I'm trading and stuff. So I get very like in the moment with that, and the individual candles affecting it and stuff like that. So something that did help was I watched TJR's trade recap, or live trading, I guess he posted on YouTube on Friday. And honestly, like it was pretty interesting. Like he just sat there and like sucked his bias, and then he knew what he was looking. He knew the areas that if they got hit, then that's when he would change his bias, and that's what happened. So he changed it. He didn't win the trade, but it just goes to show that kind of how he trades and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, nothing super crazy. However, I feel like part of this and what's been happening is this stuff right here. So if you look at these two charts, this is the 1 minute and this is the 5 minute. Um, and I feel like that this is important because this actually like truly shows what is like what's going on, because what I've been doing, which isn't good, is I have been looking at the 5 minute too much, and instead of looking at the 5 minute and making that my main time frame, I need to look at the 5 minute as like a higher time frame, sort of like the 1 hour, not necessarily that high, but like the 15 minute and the 30 minute. I need to look at it higher. So, and then I need to start executing trades off of the 1 minute and stuff, because what happens is I actually like tend to miss the move. It hasn't happened like as much recently, just because I think we've been moving a little bit slower, and the move's not been happening like right at 9:40 and 9:30. But I still want to focus on the 1 minute rather than the 5 minute, because our confluence, it's not going to look like a big confluence from the 5 minute. It's going to look like a big one from the 1 minute. The 5 minutes just there as a bigger confluence, and then we'll find another one in the 1 minute, and that is where we'll take. That's where we're going to take our main trade off of. It's just going to be as simple as like, I don't know, a liquidity sweep or a big fair value gap, and then we're going to scale down. Our bias is bearish. We had a bearish fair value gap in the 5 minute. Well, let's look for a retracement on the 1 minute, and take it. So just things like that. that I want to focus on. So, without further ado, let's get into the more of the goals. Number one, I have execute an accurate daily bias all week. So, what I really want to do this week is focus on my daily bias. I want all week, all 5 days, Monday through Friday, to have an accurate daily bias and my daily bias to be true to what I think. So, and then going along with that is just trust the daily bias. Because I feel like when I really trust the daily bias really well, that's when I can like clear my mind on the actual like confidence I'm taking for the trade. Because when I'm not worried about like the daily bias and if it's right or not, then I can just take a trade without worrying about it, and it just frees up that headspace to be able to think about my actual trading confidences. Um, Number three, I have try not to take a trade. So I also want to focus on not taking a trade, and I'm okay with not taking a trade 1, 2, maybe even 3 days this week. Like last week, I didn't take a trade one of the days. I shouldn't have traded 2 days, but I had ants in my pants. So if I really am not liking where the market is going, just don't trade. Just don't trade. It's not worth it. It is not worth the risk if I do not see anything. If the market's not giving me anything, I'm out of there. It's not worth it. It's not worth taking a loss. Number four is just try to trade completely emotionless. Like, I've just got to get the emotions out of my head. No what ifs. No, like, what are they called? No, like, it's hard to explain this, but I feel like when I'm trading, I tend to, like, do what ifs. Like, let's say we're bullish and we're kind of going into a fair value gap, but we're still bullish and we're in a fair value gap, right? I'm not just going to be like, my bias is bearish, we're in the fair value gap, right? My bias is bullish until we see, you know, a break of structure or hesitation on higher time frames, right? I'm not going to take a bearish trade unless my bias truly is bearish. Or like we're nearing a liquidity sweep, but we haven't quite hit it. It's not, oh, my bias is bearish because we hit off the liquidity, right? It's bullish until we actually see a break of structure, or hesitation like that. So that's actually another really big one. Is I tend to do the what ifs and stuff. So and that honestly causes my bias to be wrong, because like we said, we can be near liquidity, we can be in a fair value gap, and that causes my bearish to be wrong. So that's very important too. Number five is back test. I've got to back test, dude. I've got to back test every day. I am busy. I'm working on drivers ed and stuff like that. That's also really important, but I've got to find time to back test. Honestly, 1 hour a day. If I can find, I'm writing that down. 1 hour, 1 a day. Yeah, 1 hour to backtest a day. I'd like to see that. That'd be really good. And again, focus on the daily bias. I actually will bring this up real quick, because I do want to get this out. When I was backtesting through FX, whatever it's called, FX Replay. When I was backtesting through FX Replay, something that was happening that was kind of odd is I would be like I wouldn't be used to the volatility. Like, I take the volatility for granted, and I just kept like not taking a trade like day by day by day when I was backtesting on Friday and yesterday, because I was waiting for the move to happen, but there was no like big move on the 5 minute. It was like nearly chop, like it was nearly chop, and this is like, you know, going to like January this year. Still, it was just like straight chop, and I feel like I take that for granted too. And I don't know if it's easier or harder to trade now, because again, it's like I feel like now trading is like very emotional, and like there's like swings and ups and downs, and you have to like really trust your bias. Then I feel like then it was like, well, what if you don't see it? Like, I mean, maybe I'm just like overthinking it or not thinking about it right. I don't know, but yeah. Actually, I just noticed these trades. These are not the same trades. But I think you get the point. Actually, no. Oh, it's these two. It's this one. It's this one. Sorry. These two. Oh fuck. There we go. These two. This trade and this trade is the exact same thing. Right? What did we see? What do we see here? Fair value gap. Fair value gap. Confirmation. Inverse fair value gap. Bam. It's that simple. Simple confluence. All right. Now, next segment. What does the week look like for ES and NASDAQ? So, looking at ES here, on the daily time frame, what do we see? Equilibrium right in the exact center. Not exact center, right? Pretty close to exact center. Right in the center, we have two, not one, but two imbalances that haven't got hit. Actually, one of them, technically it has been hit. Imbalances that are huge. Huge. Actually, this is a double imbalance right here. Huge imbalance. That's a super straw draw on liquidity. These double imbalances are huge draws in liquidity. So if we can hit that, dude, that'd be pretty big. There we go. If we can hit this, that'd be huge. So, 7 day, or this couple candles in a week. So I feel like this week we're definitely gonna hit that. So might be bearish here. Could totally not hit it at all. I'm not an expert, but I think we're definitely gonna, seek at least some of these gaps. Because look, we already went into this one, right? Already went into here, came out. Look what we're doing, coming back farther in there. So, it's also a pretty big sweep here. And we could just sweep this and go up, but that's what I think is going on. Oh yeah, let's go crypto. Crypto-wise, I don't know. Crypto is interesting. I think we're back on crypto. I think we're back. And I think crypto's going to skyrocket really soon here, really soon. Really soon. Just a matter of time. I think these imbalances, or at least this one, are going to get hit. So Bitcoin's going to go down to 89. Might have another buying chance on Solana if I can get some more money together here. I might go in more in some Solana. So, we'll see though. Solana, well, we could see this order block get hit. 37. I wanna buy like 30. I wanna buy like 30. I wanna buy like 30. Yeah. That looks good for Solana. But like I said, I mean, we're overall, I think we're looking really good. I think we're looking really, really good. Was there anything on here I should be showing? I guess it's all right. Yeah, it's alright, right? Yeah, that's what I bought. Um, yeah, honestly, I think we're looking good. Looking good in crypto. What else I got here? Is that it? Oh, fear and greed index. Yeah, really good. I bought right there, right in the red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right in the red. POV, you rich because you bought in the red? Yep, that's me. That's me. We're buying an extreme. We're gonna sell an extreme greed. That's pretty sweet. We've never gone down there. We've been close, but we haven't gone down there. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. If anyone even watches this other than me, um, yeah. See you guys tomorrow, baby. We're back to freaking trading. It feels good, dude. It's crazy. It's like I used to look forward to weekends, but now I look forward to weekdays because I trade. It's crazy. Um, yeah. Have a good night. See you guys later.